Spain has beaten England in the Euro final, and that commences the Euro campaign. And Argentina beat Colombia in the Copa America final, and that commences the Copa America campaign. Now I'm going to give my brief commentary on both finals. Let's start with England versus Spain yesterday. Now, as I've mentioned in a couple of videos, I'm digging on my hand if you see me looking down. I was expecting the Copa America final before the Euro 24 final because, not to be judgmental, but this is just common sense. The Euros is it's a more better tournament than the Copa America, and henceforth it should have been played last. You know, it's like watching WWE, man, and you watching the main event first. I mean, once you watch the main event first, what's the motivation for you to watch the things after the main event on WWE? It would make no sense. So in my book, like what they did in 2021, you play the Copa America first, whether it's on the same day or the day before the Euro final. And that's what they did. They played it on the same day and played the Euros on the same day as the Copa America, and play the Copa America after the Euros. Now here's the funny thing. I had a game in my league because I play football with a side, and I had a game that starts 8:15. 8:15, and the Copa America starts. Well, it was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but the game delayed for whatever reason, and they said it was going to start 8:30, and they delayed it, and they said it was going to start 8:45, and they delayed it and said it was going to start 9 o'clock, and then delayed it again and said it was going to start 9:15, and they delayed it at least for 5 minutes, and the game was start 9:20. So it was like an hour and 20 minutes late. Anyway, the point is that my opponent in the league that I play are Argentinians, and they wanted to forfeit the game so they can watch their Argentine side play against Colombia in the Copa America final. So in return, that gave us 3 points and 3 goals. And I got the camaraderie of watching the final. So it was kind of a bag of chips for me because I got the best of both of them. As I got 3 points, we scored 3 goals. I got to see the fullness of the Copa America final. So yeah, they wanted to forfeit the game and watch the final and give me 3 points, which I appreciate. You can't turn on a good gift like that. But let us go to the Euro final. Let's start with the Euros final. So England played against Spain. Let us be honest. Persons were not expecting Spain to go deep into this tournament. Let's be honest on that. So what we have to, I'll eat my humble pie and say this. Spain has proven a lot of persons wrong, because persons were expecting Germany to go to the final with France, and probably Spain, at tops, person were probably expecting Spain to get knocked out of the quarterfinals. Tops. Nobody expected Spain to go that far into the tournament, and they did. And that was due to the exuberance they displayed on the ball. Now, when you watch Spain in that final, player for player, you could say that England probably had the better team. Player for player. Player for player. I'm not saying, oh, did I spit on my spit fell. Hold on, it fell straight. It fell straight on the camera screen. Hold on, you guys see me clearly? You guys see my beautiful dog face, aren't you? Okay, I want to make sure that's clear. Okay, it's there. Okay, now this light is through the window, all these distractions. But I'm saying that hold on, let me pause. Give me a second. Okay, so that should be a bit better. I apologize for the inconvenience. So like I was saying, now this noise outside. When it rains, it pours. Actually, it's actually raining outside, and it's But anyway, the point is this: in the final, Spain, talent for talent, you could say England was probably the better side on paper. They had the better striker. They had the better attackers. They had I wouldn't say they had the best midfield, No, they didn't have the best midfield. That was Spain. So that's where Spain had the advantage over England in the midfield. I'm talking about the Pedro. Man, my hand is bleeding. What the hell? See that? Things are going my things are not going my way today. Rodri supersedes Rice, and person we're saying that, oh, Rice is a better, or particular Arsenal fan saying Rice is a better defensive midfield than Rodri. No, he's not a better defensive midfield. He's not a better player, number one. And when it comes down to position, man, dude. Rodri crops over Rice all day, every day, twice on Sunday. So don't even mention that. And you saw that yesterday. So that is where Spain had the upper hand in midfield. And you could say they are the better defenders. The point is that Spain, according to some, they won the game. They won the game. Now, if you watch the game, you would have expected England to actually, score a couple goals because they had a couple chances. They had a couple chances to score, and Spain wasn't to give Spain. I can't even talk today. To give credit to Spain, Spain did not try to play pragmatic football just because they're playing against a very good England side. No, they played their football. They stuck with their guns. They stuck to their routine. They controlled the game. They controlled the tempo of the ball game. They were knocking the ball around. They were not allowing England to impose themselves on them. And yeah, so that is why Spain was the better side. Now let us go to the first goal. Or the first goal score again. I can't even remember. Man, my memory is going. My goodness, I need a checkout. I'm just in my 20s, bro, and I'm having the memory span of 65 year. What's going on? So yeah, Spain scored first. It was a goal, I believe, from, man, I can't remember. Let me go look. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just having a bad day. Okay, so Nico Williams. Nico Williams actually scored the first goal. It was a very good goal from Nico Williams with his left foot to the far post. He's been a shining light in the tournament, Nico Williams. But matter of fact, I would say Nico Williams and Lamal, the two young wingers, particularly Lamal, it has been the best. Well, he was crowned the best young player in the tournament. He had a very fantastic foot. This Bridging just turned 17. And yeah, he's just a fantastic player at his young age, man. Nico Williams as well, although I believe Yamal is a more polished and a more refined player than Nico Williams. Although Nico Williams have more years on Lamal, but Lamal at a young age, man, he's more refined, he's more mature, he's just more composed on the ball than Nico Williams. But Nico Williams is a good player in his rights. But I think he's more raw, like he has more tweaking to do on his game than Damal. And Damal is a younger player. So yeah, Nico Williams scored. Very good goal. My thing is this, man. Let me say this about the Spanish captain, Alvaro Morata. Alvaro Morata is no captain. Let me say that again. Alvaro Moses Morata, and that's not his middle name, but I'm giving him that middle name, is no captain. He's no captain. A captain, if you have Alvaro Morata as captain and you have Rodri on your side, that I mean, I don't even know how that. I think they gave him captain because Alvaro Morata has been around for a good while and he's been an experienced player, in different clubs over Europe. But his Virgin is not a top class striker. He's a good striker, but he's not a top class striker. The only thing that has increased about Morata is his aggression. He's gotten aggressive. I didn't even know he was that aggressive because he was never like that at Chelsea. And last time I recall, he was never like that at Real Madrid. And last I checked, he was not like that. He wasn't like that at Juventus. So now seeing this Virgin trying to kick off with players, opposing players in the tournament, I'm saying, where did this side come from? Where did this Morata come from? I'm not used to this Alvaro Morata. But for this Bridging to be captain and you have Roger in your side, that blew my mind. That like just blew me out of the wazoo. I don't even know where that decision came from. But like I say, it's probably given to him because of his experience, and he's been in the Spanish side for a lot of years, and he's actually their top scorer, believe it or not. But yeah. So he shouldn't have been captain. But regardless of who's captain, that's not the point. The point is that Spain was very convincing in their style of play against England, and I'm talking mostly about Spain because England, dude, with all the top players that England have, man, they tried a few stuff, but they were not imposing their dictatorial authority on the game. They had more experienced players than Spain. Yes, Hurricane may be a bit younger than Morata, but Morata is not a better striker than Hurricane. And as good as Zamal is at his age, I would say Saka and Phil Foden definitely, definitely Phil Foden is definitely better than Lamal, but Lamal is catching up. But Saka and Lamal, I would say Saka is better than Lamal, but I believe Lamal will get better than Saka at some point. But the point is that England have better players and more mature players. So you'd have expected them to impose the game how they would want it. But that wasn't the case. And it got to the point where the first goal Nico Williams go score. And then when they go put on Cole Palmer, which should have started, in my opinion. Man, speaking of that, let me. I know I'm going over. I'm not getting my head straight. I'm going. When I'm excited to do a video and I have a lot of things to say, I'm all over the place. So you can call me. I'm a disorganized video YouTuber creator. But as good as Hurricane is, as world class as a Hurricane is, with Ivan Toney in the squad for England and Watkins in, Hurricane should not be starting. Hurricane should not be starting. You see the difference when he came off. When Hurricane was on the pitch, you didn't see much movement because Hurricane is not a mobile centre forward. He's not mobile. This is not 2015 Hurricane. This is not even 2017 Hurricane. This is a different Hurricane that has established his game. He's an all-round centre forward. No, he's complete. He's not all about goals now, but he's a complete centre forward. But this is not a mobile Hurricane. Those days have passed him. You understand? And you have more mobile players in the squad like Watkins and Ivan Toney, and you're not starting these two players because Hurricane is the captain. But if you want to get the best out of the England side, particularly the type of players that are in the England side, Watkins should be starting or Ivan Toney, not Hurricane. Not Hurricane. You saw the difference when Watkins came on. He gave movement. The defenders were less relaxed. Spain defenders were more relaxed when Hurricane was on because they know Hurricane is not only slow and he can dribble, but they know he's not going to really be about. And hell, if Ollie Watkins had the movement of Darwin Nunez, that would have been a handful. Probably England would have won the game yesterday. And hell, if Hurricane had the movement of Darwin Nunez, it's doomsday for Spain, but that was not what happened yesterday. Spain controlled the game. But when Hurricane came off, England started to play better football. The overall display in the attack was better. Cole Palmer should have started. But England, Saka is England's boy and Arsenal's boy, so of course he's going to get the start. The go ahead above Cole. No, but here's the thing. Why is Saka? I know you're trying to accommodate this for Southgate. I know you're trying to accommodate all the talented players at your disposal. But why are you playing Saka as a right wing back? Why? Why? Why, man? What are you trying to? I guess what he's trying to do is when And you can call my bluff on coaching because I've never done any coaching. But I guess what Southgate is trying to do is when they're attacking, Rice Rice drops back and becomes like an extra centre back, which would allow Walker to go back to his ordinary right back position, and somehow Shaw is still on the left, but Walker is still dropped back. I know I'm talking wazoo, but that's what I'm thinking. You know, that's I'm thinking out loud. But I still didn't get him playing soccer. Although soccer didn't play bad at right wing back, but I didn't get that. Yeah, Phil Foden as because he played two number 10s by the looks of it. Phil Foden and Bellingham. Yes, man, Bellingham was trying a few things, but he wasn't really efficient in the ball game. He had a chance where he could have scored with his left foot, and he did a 1-2 with Hurricane, but England just couldn't. England couldn't find their inspiration, and it had to take Cole Palmer coming on as substitute, and Watkins, of course, to make the difference. Watkins got the assist, just like how Cole Palmer got the assist for Watkins' goal in the semi-finals against Netherlands. But these brethren didn't start the final. So you know what that means? Southgate was reactive and should have been proactive. These guys should have started. They could have keep on Saka, but someone had to probably take off Bellingham or so, and play Cole Palmer more centrally or even wide, and something like that, bro. They had the players to do that. Trent was on the bench. He had players, man, talented players, and he didn't win that final. So yeah, Spain beat convincingly. They got the second goal through this guy. I don't even know this guy's name. But I've seen him play for England. For England, I've seen him play for Spain a good while now. Not a bad player, but that was a very good finish. I thought it was offside by the looks of it, but it wasn't an offside goal. It was a very good goal. So yeah, Spain beat England convincingly so, and once again England missed out the chance of winning a major tournament. They came close, but no cigar. They came close in 2021. They didn't win anything. They lost the final, and they took the lead first. And now they lost against Spain, who was the better side. So the main moral of the story we can get from England is that is not that the side is not good enough. It's well more than good enough. Like I said, if you're judging player for player, England is probably the better side on paper than most sides in the tournament. Even better than France, my beloved France. Because France do have all of the best players now. We don't have Pogba, we don't have Benzema, and we don't even have an informed Mbappe. And Dembele is a very good player, but you don't know which Dembele you go get on the day. You see me? And Kante is class in his own, but I mean, Kante can't save the world by himself, bro. And also them say water covers the earth 70% and the rest is covered by Kante, but come on, man, Kante can't save everything, though. You see me? So England had way better players, or even some cases better players than others, but that doesn't win tournaments. It's the system impeded and implanted in the squad that makes the difference, and that is why Spain won the final yesterday. Yeah. So let us go to the Copa America final. Now here, like I said, the funny thing was that this game started 1 hour and 20 minutes late because it was supposed to start at 8 o'clock and the game got started at 9:20. Yeah. So funny thing is that England, man, me and England today. Colombia had chances. They were going toe to toe with Argentina. Yes. James was pulling strings from deep. He was creating from deep. Yep. He was knocking the ball. He made himself available to any. He made himself available in tight pockets of spaces, as a number 10 should do. And he was playing in the hole behind Cobra, whatever that bridging name. That bridging was woeful yesterday. He had one chance where he could have just put them in front and gushing off of the post and gone for a goal kick. You see me? But yeah, it was a very they could have gotten 2 goals up, but they didn't have the finishing. Arias at right back was making himself going forward all the time on that right hand side, and they have this athletic left back that was bombing forward all the time. That Bridging is an athlete. He's very fast, and I'm pretty sure he has a lot of stamina, and he did. He did. Dude, I'm a good reader of people. He has a lot of stamina. He was just going up. He was barely tired. Yes, me, but some of his crosses, man, were so wild. You would have think he was deliberately kicking the ball for like a throw in to the next side of the football field. That's how wild his crosses were. It's like him just gone to on the left wing and just kick the ball, trying to find whoever he's trying to find with it. You see me? Or he's trying to kill some bird flying on the football pitch or something, or trying to, knock out the friggin' camera in the sky or something. But yeah, on a serious note, Colombia could have been in front, and they should have been in front given the chances they had. Argentina was actually playing second fiddle at some point of the game to Colombia. Yeah. Argentina didn't find their feet in the first initial stages of the match, in the first half. And yeah, the game finished 90 minutes without a goal. Now, Messi was substituted off because of his injury. And I sympathize with Lionel Messi. Not because he's the best player in history, but because when you're in a final, man, and you go get an injury, you're not just crying because you got an injury. You're crying because you're pissed off. You don't want no injury in a chance where you want to win. Particularly if you're a captain, man, you don't want to be sent off. Not sent off like you got to record and get sent off, but you don't want to get substituted just because you get an injury in a final, and you don't want to leave your side being vulnerable and susceptible by you getting subbed off. So I understand why he cried. He was in tears, and so Lionel Messi rarely shows his emotions like Ronaldo, like his rival Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a very expressionable person, so he's gonna cry when he wants to. But say when Messi cries, say he means it. Like there's a proper reason why he's crying, because he didn't want to get sub off. He didn't like the fact that he got an injury, and that it fueled his frustration. That's why he threw his right boot on the floor. Not that he threw a big tantrum, but he didn't want to be substituted because he didn't want his side to be left behind. And see, some person may think that, oh, well, they have good players on the bench, so what's the difference? It's going to make a big difference, because once the captain is subbed off or the captain is removed with a red card, subconsciously this side is going to be vulnerable because the leader is not there. We saw that with France in the 2006 World Cup. When Zidane will get sent off, France was not the same side. They were not the same side. I'm telling you, they were not the same side. You see me? So when Messi go get sub off, Di Maria became. But my fact that would have been, and it is, that was Di Maria. Man, I can't even talk. That was Di Maria's last game for Argentina. Not that he's retired from football like Toni Kroos, but that was his last international game for Argentina. And what a player Di Maria has been for. See, persons may say, oh, Lionel Messi is the savior of Argentina in the 21st century. No other player comes in to Lionel Messi. Di Maria has probably been a more important player, or even more, has been equally a bare minimum an important player like Messi, or I would even say he's been a bit more of an important player than Messi at some point. Yes. So don't sleep on Di Maria, man. Di Maria is a legend in Argentina. Yeah, he's a black sheep, but he's still a legend, man. Because it's just that he's been behind the shadows of Lionel Messi, because Lionel Messi is Lionel Messi. So yeah, man. The fact is this. I'm getting distracted. Okay. So the fact is this. Colombia had chances, and I was bewildered when I got confused when they took off James, They shouldn't have taken James, man. Quinter is not going to create the chances that James can create. Keep him on and take off somebody. Take somebody off or something. You want your number 10 to stay there. James didn't have no injury like Messi. So why are you taking him off for? Because he's tired. He's captain. And in a final, you want to keep on your captain. Because, again, like I said, this side is not the same side if you take off a captain. If you go sub off a captain. It's just not. And Alvarez got subbed off for the top scorer, Martinez. They had the top scorer on the bench for the majority of the tournament. And I believe they kept him on the bench because I believe this side, the way how Scaloni or whatever his name is, the Argentinian coach wants to play. Martinez doesn't suit that style of play. I guess you could say it's because Alvarez play under Pep Guardiola, and when you play under Pep Guardiola, your overall game improves overall. Is me. So he wants a all-round better player to start up top than Martinez. Although Martinez, you could argue, is a better finisher than Alvarez. But Martinez is a very good striker, and this Belgian was top striker, top scorer in the tournament. We put him on, and got the goal, and Argentina won it. Now Colombia lost their heads, trying to fight. Dude, both sides are dirty, man. See, this is why persons don't like Argentina, you know. Argentina is a dirty side. They have dirty players. They pause out. I can't stand that bridging. That David Beckham made from Wish look alike. Can't stand that bridging, man. Wanna be look like David Beckham. He's a dirty player. Ramirez is a dirty player. Hell, even my beloved Martinez from Manchester United is a dirty player, and we love him for his dirtiness. But he's a dirty player. Is me. We love him for his dirtiness. Is me. Martinez in goal. They have douchebags in their sides, bro. Is me. They have POSs in their sides. So when they're trying, they will do mind games to you to get in your head. And this is one of the reasons why they stay on top Argentina. Is me? Yeah. Yeah, man. But, you know, give them props. They won the final. Funny how Garnacho didn't play any games, and most persons know why he didn't play. Not because he's not good enough, he's not. See, you guys go put me in trouble, you know. It's not that he's not good enough to play the Copa America. He's good enough, at least, you know. He's good enough at bare minimum to play. But the fact is, if Ronaldo wasn't Garnacho's idol, he would have played in that tournament. But the fact is that if this Virgin go score in the tournament, especially in front of a lot of Argentina fans, and go that Sue celebration, this Virgin would have been crucified upside down. He wouldn't have made it home safe. And the coach probably didn't want that pressure to be laid on a youngster like Garnacho. Although Garnacho is a father, so he's not much of a youngster, I guess. But yeah, things could have been gotten out of hand if he did a Sue celebration or a Karma celebration. So the logical decision, I would like to believe, was that he didn't play him in the tournament. Just didn't play him just didn't play him. But yeah, man, leave your comments in the comment section. And I know I did a lot of rambling. I wasn't on point with some of my points. But I guess that's just the point of just talking in the moment, just getting things off ahead relating to the Euros final and the Copa America final. Is me. So Argentina won the tournament. Spain won the tournament. Funny thing, I hate these two sides because these two sides go beat my front side. But so you have to give them credit, bro. I mean, Argentina. Person may say, well, this young coach for Argentina, anybody can do what this young coach is doing for Argentina. No, they cannot. Because the coach before Argentina was not successful as this guy. He's found an implemented system to suit the players that he has at his disposal. It's me. And all of them are not world-class players. Di Maria is still world-class in my book because this Virgin at 36 is dribbling past players, man, just like he did in his prime at Real Madrid. just breeze past players, man. And this Virgin is 36 and he's still fit. Messi is still world class. Maybe not as world class back then in his prime, obviously not, but he's still world class. Who else world class? I would say Martinez, the striker, is a world class striker, not a world class player, but he's a world class striker in my book. Yeah, and they have good players around, so and they have this dog energy in them, and like I said, they have douchebags in them side. I don't have to mention no name. We know the names of the players already, so we don't have to mention it. So that adds to their competitiveness, the aggression they have Argentina side. And Spain playing with elegance, and Spain is Argentina side as well, but I'm not going to get on their case in this video. But Spain played with elegance. They convincingly beat my hand, man. I was cutting orange last night on this big knife. Or cut me last. You see, man, look at that. So yeah, Spain beat England convincingly, man. So that commences the Euros, which started a month ago, and that commences the Copa America. Leave your comments down in the comment section. What's your experience watching the Copa America? What's your experience watching the Euros? My experience watching the Euros is that no matter what, no matter how bad you think a side is, just because they don't play as good as they used to, and I'm talking about Spain, don't mean you should rule them out. Because again, man, I'm telling you, nobody was expecting Spain to go far in this tournament, or at least pass quarterfinals. Like I said, at tops, person were expecting Spain to go quarterfinals and get knocked out. That's it. But they pass quarterfinals, going to semis, and beat my beloved France to go to the final. And they won the final. Big ups to that Spain coach. He's a very good coach by the looks of it. You understand? He's trying to implement the old school set of how Spain plays their football. And you can see that. I'm not saying that it's as elegant as back then. It's far from it. But you can see that the ethics, the ethics of playing good football, controlling the game from back to front, being composed on the ball, not being jittery on the ball, they still hone those instincts in them players. This is why a lot of players play football in Spain. I'm coming from. Give me a second. This is why a lot of players play football in Spain, not in England. Because in England, you have to run behind, and they play ball in behind, they play hoof ball. They don't play proper football on the floor. And that is where Spain enters the chat, because they play good football. And that is why they go beat England. Comments down below. Yeah, man, it was a very good, I guess you could say, tournament on both ends. Yeah. So now, oh my fuck, Manchester United has a pre-season game today. I think it's actually in play as we speak right now. Yeah. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to watch it again. I might do a match reaction on the game that I didn't watch. That's Manchester United against Rosenborg or something like that. But yeah, leave your comments in the comment section on the tournament, Copa America. What's your thoughts on the Copa America and the Euros? And with that being said, our brothers out. Peace.